Kids, welcome Flag Flip-Flopper Hack. If you're in this video, you are not seeing our flag flip-flopper words. Remember, flag flip-flopper, most common one is but and however. We do have words like although and yet. And furthermore, we have words that are words that pop off the page like moreover, therefore, in conclusion, since, while, any of those words that tell you that there's some type of a transition going on, there's something that's important. In conclusion, therefore, thus, all those words tell you that there's something important the author wants you to know. So what we're going to do is try and see those words. This is a quick overview, and then we'll look at a working example, and we're going to review some other stuff here. So what we're going to start off with here, really what we're doing is a quick review of the reading 2K system. All right, let's get started. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to do something called the pre-scratch. Okay, you learned a technique called the Jimmy Bear Claw scratch. And basically what it is it's taking your fingers and basically moving them in a vertical movement from top to bottom on a paragraph. You're going to take your hand, put it right here, and just simply scratch down. Go to the next column and scratch down. All right? What you're doing when you're scratching is you're looking for words in here as quick as you can. Scratch, scratch. Hey, there's but there. Scratch, 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 scratch. Hey, however is there. All right? Scratch, 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 scratch. Therefore, scratch, scratch. Yet. Just simply drag your fingers and try and get your eyes to see these. The word but is probably the most important one, so get used to seeing that. Sometimes it will be capitalized, sometimes it won't. Get your eyes trained to see these words. After you pre-scratch, what we're going to do is throw a quick genius map down, which we call a speed map. A speed map is basically just looking at a cluster of words and circling anything, not underlining any more verbs. What we want to do is just circle a bunch of stuff. Say that we've got 6 paragraphs like this, and you're going to go ahead and circle whatever. Uncle Jimmy's fishing, and then you say down by the river, okay, and then it's a stinky carp, okay, and then oh no, the line broke. Okay, so just so you understand, the guy's fishing, and then the line broke, and then no fish, hot dogs. Okay, so he didn't catch any fish, so he ate hot dogs for dinner. Circle anything as long as it helps you relate back to connecting it into your genius map. You really want to try and get this done as quick as you can. You should be able to be at this point right now if you're answering questions under a minute. Our goal is to try and get it down into about 30 seconds. That's called a speed map. All right, pre-scratch, looking for flag flip-floppers, then throw a speed map down. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and label the questions. Here's your questions: 11, 12, 13, 14, and so forth. All right. What we're going to do when we label the question is you're just going to find mystery questions and circle the number, all right? So 11 is big picture, 13 is a mystery, circle it, 14 is a mystery, and 17 is a mystery. Just simply circle and identify all your mystery questions. That should be very quick, all right? Then in the mystery questions that you identified, what we want to do now is circle the key words. Here is 13, and I see a capital word here. I can snapshot for that capital word by just simply looking around really fast because caps pop off the page. And also numbers or dates pop off the page as well. So if you see any dates or numbers, circle those. Keep in mind that when we're looking for keywords, we want to try and find the most narrow word, the one that will appear only one time in the funnel. If you were to underline all your words here, the most specific word that would only appear one time in the passage would drop down to the bottom of our funnel. This would be something that the whole essay is talking about, and this is just from one paragraph. So keep in mind, you want to find something very specific. All right, step number 4, we want to go ahead and identify key words for our mystery questions. Then step number 5, what we're going to do here is move on. After, we're not going to answer those mystery questions. We're just going to identify the words we're looking for. Then what we're going to do is double team it. We're going to answer line reference questions while still keeping our eyes open for those keywords. For example, if 11 was a line reference question and 13 was a mystery question, and I was looking for the keyword here for 13 was nail, when I'm answering problem number 11, say 11 has me go back to paragraph number 1, line 8. In line 8, I start reading the line, and I see that in line 9, the word nail is down there. So I answer question number 11, and then I just simply circle the word nail and then move on and answer 13. Because I'm working in that paragraph already, I feel like because of 11, I'm getting a little bit of background to help me answer problem number 13. So work around, be flexible, and move around. All right? You're going to answer the line reference questions and then keep your eyes open for mystery words. If you run into those mystery words, we're going to answer them out of order. Then what we'll do in step number 6, after we've answered all the line reference questions and we've located some of our mystery questions and answered them already, now we'll move on and we'll start answering mystery questions. We're going to try and think about the Genius snapshot. So taking your keywords and trying to just quickly look around in your paragraph to try and find where those words are. Jimmy Bear Claw Scratch and finger scan to try and locate those words. Try and do this as quick as possible, answer the questions. At the very end, what we'll do is answer big picture questions. The note at the bottom here is super important. Listen, you cannot have a huge commitment to any one question since one question is only worth 1 point. If you commit to one question to try as hard as you can, I'm going to get it, 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 and then it takes you 5 minutes to answer that question, what's going to end up happening is you're going to give up questions at the very end. You may have to answer 4 questions by simply just guessing. So I would rather have you get through the essay, give up on questions that you can't find your mystery word, save them to the very end. So get to 40 and questions that you didn't find your key mystery words for after you've done the whole essay and got all your easy points, double back to the question and go ahead and answer the ones that you couldn't find them. Now, in the meantime, what we are going to do is just throw any answer down on that page so we got something in there in case we run out of time. All right, that's it for the 2K system, identifying our flag flip-floppers by doing something called the pre-scratch. Now what we're going to do is take a look at a working example. Go ahead, pull out your handout for passage number 2, social science, and we'll go ahead and walk you through this. All right, kids, so here we are in passage number 2. First thing that we're going to do is simply just take your hand and scratch down here. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds maximum to do that. And then what we'll do is throw a speed map down. All right, so simply scratch. Ready? Begin. That's 15 seconds. You should be almost done with the first column. All right, great. So that's 30 seconds to scratch. And when you scratched in here, hopefully you found a couple of the words. Let me just point out all the words here. So we've got the word but here. If you didn't find all of these, don't stress. We will be okay. As long as you find a couple of them, they're going to keep you reminded for these words here. So you see that but is all over the place. But. Probably the most common one, so make sure that you get your eyes used to it. Although is another one over here. And if you look, we have nonetheless up at the top up here. It's off my page here, but it's basically on line number 2, basically right in this area. So just look straight up there. And at the bottom down over here, another hidden one that's called while, and that's in our conclusion area there. All right, so we pre-scratched. We found some of the words. If you didn't find all of those, basically what we're going to do is at least find some of them so you already have them on the page. Now, as we go through the rest of the system, which is going to be throw a quick speed map down, label your questions by circling the ones that are mystery, underlining your keywords. When we start working on those mystery questions, what I want you to do here is this. The first place you should be looking for mystery questions is where those words are. So think about all the words that you circled for your questions. In the first place, okay, I found the word nail, and there's the word but there. That's the first place that I'm going to be looking. All right, I found the word although down over here, and I'm looking for the word nail. Then okay, I didn't find nail there, so then I look there. And I see that there's the word nonetheless up here. So that's the next place for me to look. Look at your flag flip-floppers first to find your keywords. Why? Because probably about 60% of the time, these words have something to do with the questions. All right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead, throw down a quick speed map. I'll time it again. I'll give you 1 minute. And we are going to go ahead and just simply circle some stuff so you understand what's going on here. And I'm going to call out every 15 seconds. How's that? Ready? Begin. $15. 30 seconds. 45 seconds. 1 minute and stop, please. All right, now we have our speed map down over here. For example, if you look over here, what I'd circle in this one is Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Anti-Slavery Convention. She is Elizabeth Stanton. She began her career as the greatest radical. She has something to do with anti-slavery, probably, because a radical, greatest radical going against anti-slavery. Gornick loves Stanton's accomplishments. Somebody else loves Stanton, who is an anti-slavery woman. Boom, 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 boom. See what I just did there? Get in, get out. All right. The next step, which should literally take you about 15 seconds, is we're going to go in and we're just going to simply put a circle around the questions that are mystery questions. Let's go ahead and do that within 15 seconds. Ready? Begin. And stop. All right, so the mystery questions that we're going to work on right now, the first mystery question is problem number 11. Then we have problem number 13. That is also a mystery question. Problem 15 is a mystery question. Problem 16 is a mystery question. Problem 18 is a mystery question. Just simply underline some keywords in the questions that we just identified as being mystery. We'll go ahead and start our timer again. Ready? Begin. As quick as you can. Circle or underline our keywords. Keep going. Circle those keywords, get in and get out. Circle them, go, go, go. and stop. I gave you 45 seconds on that one instead of 15. I wanted you to work as quick as you could, at the same time still being accurate. Okay, so the keywords that we came up with here, problem number 11, I got the word husband. Stanton, that feels like that's pretty broad. Husband, I felt like that was going to be pretty specific. So problem 11, I got husband. Moving on down to the next mystery question. Next mystery question, problem number 13. It could be father. It could be cutting out. That's an action or verb. Or it could be book. Either one of those is going to get you to the right area. Moving on to the next mystery question, problem number 15. Easy for me, 1970 is popping off the page quite fast because it's a number. I use the snapshot technique on that one. Moving on down to 16. 16, this one I looked for the word life. Why? Because Stanton feels like it's too broad up at the top of the funnel. So I went ahead and found something a teeny bit more specific. Remember, the funnel tells us broad words are going to be all over the place. Narrow words would be at the bottom of the funnel, and that would get you only to one part. Stanton would probably be up here. The top of the funnel, life would be down over here. Moving on to the next question. Problem number 18. This question here, I found the word Seneca Falls. Popped off the page, I found Seneca Falls quite easily because they're both Seneca and Falls are capitalized. I used the Genius Snapshot on that one. There you have it. Those are the keywords. Now, once we have those keywords or something close to those, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and look at your keywords and try and find them around your flag flip-floppers. All right, so the first place when you're answering questions, start looking at those flag flip-flopper spots. We're going to go ahead and pause the video here, and I'm going to have you just work independently. We're going to come back with the answers and explanations. So here are the steps. 1, let's answer those line reference questions and keep your eyes open for those keywords. And then when we hit the mystery questions, what we want to do is we want to keep our eyes open for those flag flip-floppers and answer those questions. All right, pause the video here. Come on back with the answers and explanations in a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the answers. And if you can, try and slow down here, even if you got the right answer. Please listen to the explanation. I'll try and get through it as quick as possible. Question number 11, it's a mystery question. The correct answer for 11 is B. It's mystery. Here's what I did. I found the keyword husband on line 3, okay? So if you come back up here, you look at line 3, you see that you can't really answer the question correctly because you're going to get up here and you see we've got husband. All right, none of the answers pop off the page. So if you force the answer from this line here, you're going to be in problem territory. All right, so if you keep coming down here, you see that we've got husband again here. All right, try and force that into the answer choices and nothing pops again. The correct answer, if you see all the way down here in line 45, right here is husband. Now, look at this. The word although is right there. Flag flip-flopper tells you 8 plus 2 equals 10. It's hard to find. As soon as you find the right area, it's going to be easy to reword. Look at that. That's a classic example of forcing it. If you were in the other areas, you're not going to be able to answer the question correctly because you're in the wrong area. Why? Because a mystery question is hard to locate the right area, but once you get to the right area, you see that it's easy. This is a very easy place for you to reword that into the correct answer choice B. All right, let's go ahead, and if you got this wrong, the reason you got it wrong is because you forced the answer. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next problem. The next problem is problem number 12. The correct answer for this is going to be answer choice J. And what I did over here, I just simply Scooby-Dooed on line 5, people who were in charge of the meeting And the people who were in charge of a meeting that didn't include women were probably men. All right. The other thing that you could do is who would refuse a woman to attend some type of a meeting? Probably not another woman. It would probably be a man. So using a little bit of kid logic for problem number 12. Let's move on and take a look at problem number 13. Problem number 13 is a mystery question, and I found the word father or cutting out or a book. I found that right around line 24, 25. Here you see that we have the word father and a knife to cut, father, and book is over here as well. Grab the knifed passage out of the book. All right, that gets you to the correct answer choice C. And you'll also notice that if you look in this area here, you see that we have the word but right around here. It's a flag flip-flopper that tells you something's going on over here. Your answers are going to be right around there. You see this? Our keywords are hidden around flag flip-floppers. C for problem 13. Problem number 14, if you look at 14, problem number 14, it's a classic example on line 28 through 31. If you look at 28 to 31, I found the correct answer by simply just rewording the topic sentence, which is not 28 to 31. The topic sentence is here, the top. If you look over here, try and look at this yourself, kids. Details support the topic sentence, so whatever it says here has to support that. The correct answer for problem number 14 is J. 15. When we look at problem number 15 is a mystery question. I found 1970s on line 38. And if you look at problem number 38, you see that here is 1970s. What I did is I looked at the topic sentence again, kids. Here is that word. 1970s, I just simply looked at the topic sentence and Scooby-Dooed it into the answer choice. The answer choice I came up with, C, for problem number 15 on to 16. The correct answer for 16 is F. I found the word life on line number 61. Then I used a little bit of good stinky rule. The other thing that I found, if you look at line 61, kids, is here. If you look at the topic sentence down over here, or you see that we have the word nonetheless here, which is a flag flip-flopper. Both of those techniques will help you answer this particular question. For me, I use a good stinky rule and the word nonetheless, F, for problem number 16. Problem number 17, the correct answer for 17 is answer choice B. How'd I answer that? I went to lines 15 through 18. As soon as I did that, 15 through 18, it's at the bottom of our paragraph down over here. First thing I did, I read that sentence and then I looked at my topic sentence. Remember, this is a detail to support your topic sentence, so if you look at both areas, think about, is it positive or negative using the good stinky rule? You're going to be able to answer the question. I use the topic sentence, tried to attend, up here, and came up with B for the answer for problem number 17. On to problem number 18. Problem number 18, the correct answer for this one, is a tough question. And on this one, you have to have what I call prior knowledge. So prior knowledge is probably learned about it somewhere else, like in school or something. So passage characterizes Stanton's Seneca Falls Convention as, okay, so first thing we can cross out right away is answer choice F and G, just because the good stinky rule violates that. Uncharacteristically outspoken. She was a very outspoken woman, so that's totally wrong. She was surprisingly unclear. That's negative. Everyone seems to really like Stanton. So both of those are out. It says boldly engage in a range of issues or in the right to vote. This is prior knowledge. It doesn't ever say anything about the right to vote for women. It just talks about women's rights. The whole passage is about women's rights. However, the term suffrage means women's right to vote. It's prior knowledge, kids. The correct answer on this one, therefore. If you got it wrong, prior knowledge, J, correct answer for problem number 18. Moving on to problem number 19. Problem number 19, it's a line reference question. If you look at lines 75 through 77, which I did, I came over here, 75 through 77. I came over here, I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like that. I can't answer the question. So what I did is I looked at my topic sentence, read that, looked back at my answers, still didn't like anything, so then I read the next sentence down here. She followed Stanton from her rebellious childhood through her early days engaged in the abolition movement in the convention in London. She realized women's... I came up with answer choice B when I read the second sentence after the topic sentence. So the correct answer choice for 19 is going to be B as in boy. Moving down to the last question here in this particular workout, problem number 20. Problem number 20 is a big picture question. What we have to do is we have to look back at your genius map, save this till the very end, and then use the good stinky rule. So first of all, it seems like Stanton and Gornick are on the same page. Stanton is the woman suffrage. Gornick is the author. And if you see, the good stinky rule tells us that they both agree. So we can go ahead and cross out answer choice G, because it seems like the author likes Stanton. And then we look for keywords over here. It says travel, extensive travel. Is that what the whole passage is about? Not really. Okay, the author doesn't talk about the traveling. You got to go back. You got to look at your genius map and see. We've got F and H, and it says Stanton's commitment to suffrage. While the passage, the author questions it. Does the author question anything about this passage? No. The author loves Elizabeth Stanton, Catton Stanton, her name, whatever her name is. So both are positive. This is going positive and negative. You see how that violates the good stinky rule. F is the correct answer there. And Elizabeth Cady Stanton, kind of a tongue twister name, long name. Problem 20, F is the correct answer. Kids, quick review. If you're missing questions because you're not seeing flag flip-floppers you saw in this passage, we literally had 3 or maybe 4 opportunities to use those right answers to get the answers from where those words are. Remember, answer line reference questions first. Keep your eyes open and acknowledge the fact that our flag flip-floppers are flags telling us that our keywords are going to be hidden in the area nearby. So please, if you take anything away from today's little mini lecture on flag flip-floppers, the definition of a flag flip-flopper is this. This is a flag to tell you, hello, your keyword is in this area. So when you're trying to find mystery questions, first place you'd be looking is where you circled those words. Get your eyes open, and seeing flag flip-floppers, the number one thing we're looking for is the word but. Thanks for watching. Hack it, kids. Bye for now.